please take a moment. Be fully present with me right here and now. Take those cell phones, put them away. Life is about balance. Tonight, our speaker will take a deeper look at goal setting with different subcategories and what happens when we strike too deep an effort into one category. With a speech re-entitled, Goals Gone Wild, be careful how you say that. Join me in welcoming a man who daily walks the walk in the world each and every day. Compton communicator, Jonathan Dunn.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I'm Johnny Dunn. And as you've heard already, the speech title has been changed, but when I was looking at the course objectives, I said, how can I possibly title an impromptu speech? Because that means I put some thought into it already. So I thought about something that we had discussed recently in the club, the first of the year, and that was goal setting. This beautiful young lady right here, our president, Tony Giddles,
Yes.
who also happens to be my evaluator tonight, gave a world-class speech on goal setting for the first of the year. It was incredibly timely. And I want to present to you a question. Is it possible that actually achieving your goals could be a bad thing? What happens if they didn't come from the correct place? And what I'm going to share with you tonight, once again, is an incredibly personal story of one of my many screw-ups in life. And I'm going to start it quickly with a Cliff Notes version of the story on Samson and Delilah. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, Samson was given an incredible amount of strength by God that really existed within his hair, so he could not cut it. He was given a simple command. Listen to my word coming from God, put it first, and do not give in to the temptations of the flesh. This is where my story comes in. A couple years ago, I set these goals, and these are Cliff Notes versions as well. Personal. This was really specific. Don't be alone, because I was alone at the time, and I didn't like the feeling very much. I had a spiritual goal that was actually very good, the same as Samson. Invite God first into every situation. That's what I did right before I walked up here tonight. Health. To have a six-pack. And as you can see, I wasn't very specific in that one, and evidently it was that I drank a six-pack. All kidding aside, business goal that I categorized my goal. It was to become a blue diamond by April 2013. In layman's terms, that meant I would be earning $500,000 a year, year after year. It would be part of a globalization of my business. So Samson didn't listen to God. It wasn't a very wise thing. He didn't put him first. And he fell in love with somebody named Delilah, who was working for the Philistines. And she seduced him and cut his hair, and he became weak. He was tortured. His eyes were gouged out, and he basically led what was a miserable existence. So back to my own story. October 2011, I met somebody. It was very easy, actually. Didn't even have to hardly work at it. I kind of said to myself at the time, this can't be possible. But I wasn't alone. It was not a specific goal. And sure enough, we started going to church together every week. We started reading educational books every night. It was magical. I actually was down to a 32-inch waist, and my business was absolutely exploding. But as fate would have it, we stopped going to church. I quit putting God first, and I started to overlook a lot of red flags that were going off. I had gotten myself out of balance. I put so much effort into not being alone in achieving that I started turning the other cheek when wine glass after wine glass was getting filled. Even though I had known her father had died unexpectedly from alcoholism. I turned the other cheek when she started smoking marijuana each and every day, multiple times per day. And I'm sharing this story with you simply to hopefully help you guys. Every little thing is a sign. I turned my cheek when I started getting verbally attacked each and every day for a variety of things that would just blow your mind. But at least I wasn't alone. At least I had that goal, that I wasn't alone. The God part had fallen off. Obviously, you see my stomach right now. I'm a personal trainer nonetheless. It's embarrassing. I have my own gym. People are saying, are you here to see the personal trainer? In my business, down the tubes. So what did I do? I did what Samson did. I asked God for forgiveness. And I started controlling the things that I could control. I started putting them first again. I started exercising no matter how painful it was. I started focusing in on supporting people that were team members of my business. And what I found, and what my good friend Charlie has actually witnessed over just the last week, is that I've gotten my clarity back. And I've started getting into solution mode. And I've started seeking out the help of professionals, because sometimes we do not have all of the answers. So while the title of tonight's speech might have been amusing, Goals Gone Wild, it actually answers a very powerful question. When you write out your goals, make sure they're specific, make sure they're measurable, make sure they're achievable, make sure they're realistic, attach time to them, have balance, make sure they come from a good place. And for me, I respect all spiritualities. I put my spirituality first. So goal setting actually can be a bad thing. Goals gone wild. Good evening, and thank you.